Should we just start singing Merry Christmas and Happy
That's my song of the week.
Holidays. Merry Christmas. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Remix. Anyway, this is Name 3 Players. I'm your host, Victoria.
And I'm Raegan.
And this is Sports for the Girls.
Mm-hmm.
If you're new here, well, it's exactly that. You're a girl. This is a sports. It's the top 3 sports news stories of the week.
You're a girl. This is sports.
Yeah, and it's for you. We go through the top 3 sports news stories of the week. We go through all the stories and let the girls know what they need to know.
If you have like a little hot date this weekend with like your hometown little man.
Oh yeah, because it's Christmas time. You're home for the holidays.
Like, did you hear about Aaron Rodgers?
Did you hear about John Moran is back?
Yeah, it's just like crazy.
Did you hear Norris is stepping on?
Norris is also back.
Yeah, Norris is back, and he is being a rowdy little doggy.
Yeah. But anyway, we're just here to keep you abreast on the sports.
I hate that.
Hate? Good.
Hate. Double hate.
Loathe
entirely.
See,
all right, well,
so
sorry.
Jesus Christ. Norris.
Give it to me.
Well, okay, we're here to keep you informed. It's so boring.
Abreast?
Yeah, I think
you
it's
felt
fun.
good with that? You said
Yeah,
it and you're
like-
like, that hits.
Claudia and Jackie say it.
Okay, well, I hate that.
My bad. Fuck.
It just makes me think of one breast. Singular.
Abreast.
A breast.
Anywho, we're here to inform you, and then we talk about some random shit also.
Yeah, so if you're a dedicated sports girly or don't know shit and just need some points for your hot date, like Raegan said, with your hometown boy this weekend, we're here. Also, word of advice. Don't go on the hometown boy date.
Don't do it.
We've both done that. There's no good result. Well, you've dated your hometown boy is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're on the
up and up.
Up and up from that.
No
and
need to do
just
it.
hear it from us. It seems like a cute little Hallmark movie. It's not.
And even if you're like, what's a free drink? Well, at what cost?
At what cost?
Yeah. If you're not currently in your hometown,
Don't go back.
don't go back.
We'll go back, but visit. Don't date.
Don't stay.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure where we landed.
Chloe goes like this.
Just don't go on the date.
Yeah, just don't go on the date.
But if you do, talk about sports from us.
Right. Date someone from somebody else's hometown. We've all got hometowns. Date someone from someone else's.
Just not.
Go back to your friend's hometown. Date one of them.
Yeah.
Cute.
So this is our holiday episode. It's our kind of like we're still going to talk about sports, but we got some Christmas stuff.
Yeah, and technically it's our last episode of 2023.
Damn. The year that this baby was born.
Right. It's our conception year and our, what do you call that?
Birthing year.
Birthing year. It's our year.
Ours and no one else's.
Estimated 2023 Name 3 Players.
Yes.
Established, not estimated. I always get that wrong.
Oh, I thought
EST.
EST, like established. I'm always like, estimate? How is it an estimate? How do they not know? No, it means established.
Estimating 1823.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I'm like,
God.
dang, did no one write it down?
Oh my gosh.
Established in 2023. It's been a year, girls.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a wild one.
Sure has.
We talked about that a couple episodes ago for no reason other than just to recap our lives.
In the spirit of wrapping up the year, rather than doing our wins and losses of the week, we might just like tap on our wins and losses of the year.
Of 2023.
Damn, loaded question.
It is. Do you have, like, before you came into this and sat down on this couch, did you have a bulleted list or are you raw dogging this right now?
Both. Like, I know, like, my top thing of 2023, but then, like, I have other things that were cool that, like, I'm going to raw dog here.
Okay, can you go first?
I mean, not that, I think
So
we, like, gush
interesting.
over NTP a lot, so, like, that's obviously a high point of my 2023, because this has been so fun. But, like, truly my, like, you did it, bitch, that's one thing that you crossed off your list this year is switching jobs.
Quitting
and
your
doing
corporate
what I
job.
love.
Yeah. Saying bye to corporate America.
Yeah.
That's huge.
And a bitch, you don't want to go back on your hometown date? I don't want to go back to corporate America.
Amen. Wow, another high five.
So
Deserved.
that's the big one, but
Yeah,
many other high points this year.
That's a huge one.
Thanks.
Ooh, okay, let's go every other because that inspired me. So mine was not the same as corporate America, a little different, but corporate contract. Got out of a corporate contract.
Yes, and that
We
was a big
said goodbye, and I can say it now. We said goodbye to Nike.
Bye.
Bye. Just don't do it.
Just don't work for them.
Yeah, just don't
You might still wear their clothes.
do it. Oh yeah, I love Nike. I literally posted Phil Knight's expose on my Instagram yesterday.
Yeah. So just don't do it when it comes to working for them.
Yeah.
But do it when it comes to everything else.
Everything else. But yeah, so I got out of that contract, and that was my corporate America. It was my Roman Empire.
Yeah, so big wins for our careers this year.
Yeah, I think just like foundation building moves. If I had to make a headline.
Yeah.
So yeah, those were really big wins.
Should we do like really big losses? Do we have those? Well,
Oof.
I will say my biggest like loss, and really it's not a loss because like I'm still alive, whatever. But like just like I've been very uncomfortable all year. Like the switching jobs of it all, while great, it's made me very I've had to step out of my comfort zone and be uncomfortable for a little bit to get what I wanted.
But don't you think you've grown so much from that?
Yes and no. Like I kind of feel like in some ways I took 3 steps back, but then also like in the career of it all and like my happiness at work, like I took like 17,000 steps forward.
Right.
So like I've been uncomfortable in certain aspects of my life this year, which has been hard.
Yeah.
But like, so I guess that would be like my biggest loss. But if you want to get down to the nitty gritty of it, like I got a whole fucking laundry list.
Of losses?
My windshield. Still single.
That's not a loss. I reject that completely. That's not a loss.
I mean, it just does get old like every year at the holidays. You're like, well, surely next year. And then you turn around and your fucking 90-year-old Grammy is bringing a boyfriend to Christmas before you did. That happened a couple years ago. But I'm just saying, like, the sentiment is still there.
That was actually 2021's loss.
Truly. No, he came around in like 2019.
Okay.
So I've been saying this for some time. But that's okay.
You're allowed to have your own opinion of your losses. You're allowed to establish your own losses. I don't believe that being single during the holidays is a loss.
Well, I'm not just saying that. I'm just saying, like, it's another year of, like, stupid shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I'm looking at you. The people that I've chatted with this year haven't been fucking great. All right?
Chatted.
Well, what else do you want to call them?
Rendezvous.
Like, what? They all sucked. There's a
Yeah.
reason that they hadn't made it to Christmas.
Correct. Wow.
So, like, that's what I know that, like, being single is, like, hot shit, too. Like, I get that. But, like...
So, like, let's say, like, the 2020... the TikTok sound into that's the 2023 year coming to a close. So, the 2023 dating season was a loss for you.
Correct.
You'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just like, oh, I have to go to Christmas and I'm single. Like, it's like, God, another fucking year of just stupid shit.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Another year of disappointment in that aspect of life.
Okay. I'm just gonna, like, soundboard off of all of yours.
Cool.
So, my 2023 dating season, I wouldn't say it was it was a loss. I mean, if we're talking objectively, like I like to do. Like, if you lose, you lose. I lost. But...
Did you or did they?
Oh, another fucking high five there. Amen. I would say, no. It was a loss within a win. Mm-hmm. Because I feel better than ever. I was telling Raegan that, actually, Chloe, before you got here. Like, I'm having so much fun.
Stunning.
And
that's all we can ask for.
Yeah, and, like, going into the holidays, too, like, SZA's It's Cuffin' Season. I always feel, especially in, like, cozy holiday times, you're like, dang. And, like, all my family is married, and all of them have kids, and, like, but I have never been more excited to, like, be there and, like, be part of that, and I don't have any feeling of, like, loneliness at all, which is such a win. So I would say, yeah, mine, of course, I've lost in the dating game of 2023. I'm down several points, but I'm hopeful for the 2024 season.
That's good. Eliminated from playoff contention, but hopeful for next year.
100%.
Playoff being Christmas.
Yes.
Making it, you know what? Our dating season is all year, and the playoffs are making it through the holidays.
And then it's the draft, baby.
This time we were eliminated from playoff contention, but next year we've got early draft round picks.
Yes.
We are so back.
We're so fucking back. The projection is looking good. Vegas is betting on us.
Our mock draft's insane.
Insane. Madden, you wouldn't even know. It's so accurate. It's looking crazy.
Damn.
Another really big win I feel like I had, so I bought a house or condo, and if you've been listening to this podcast at all and you've had my little wins and losses updates, a lot of them have been home related and a lot of them have been losses. But I would say if I had to wrap it all up in a bow, Christmas reference, it would be a win. I'm feeling really good about it.
Good.
Been a homeowner for a year. And I've took it like a fucking champ, and I feel proud of myself. So that's a big win for me as well.
Nice. I love that.
Can't say I would like recommend it to everyone, but I'm already in it. So when you're locked in the mortgage, you got to stay positive. And I'm feeling all right this December. So
Nice.
yeah, it's a win.
Cool. That's good. I'm struggling to think of any more big wins because like...
They don't have to be like so objective. They can be like little memories. Like let's do some of those. I think sprinkling memories in there would be fun.
Yeah,
So this was still when Chloe lived on the plaza. We were just like out running errands. I went with her to let her dog Lois out because she's an angel and I couldn't wait to meet her. And then we were like both talking about how starving we were. And like, you know, when you're in the car and you're just like, I'm so hungry. I'm driving by all these things. Like, what can we find? So then we were like, let's go to the Cheesecake Factory.
I remember this text in our group thread, and you were like, does anyone want to go to Cheesecake Factory right now?
So,
and I was like, what?
Which it was like 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So we're like, no chance there's a wait. Like, we're going to have so many options of where to sit.
None. It was like an hour wait. So we were like, what the fuck? So then we were both just so hungry, like, okay, fuck it. Let's just go to Shake Shack. So we're walking on the plaza towards Shake Shack, and I look to my right. And I see Buca de Beppo.
You see that beautiful neon sign.
And I was like, Chloe, obviously.
We have to go to 2 p.m. meal at Buca de Beppo.
We sure did. And we had a beer.
And it came in one of those big water glasses.
Like
I spilled it everywhere.
But we had ourselves a day. A big fat family style meal at Buca de Beppo. And our server didn't believe us that either of us were 21. Remember that?
Oh, that's my favorite brand. I love that.
So, I mean, that's one of my favorite silly memories of Chloe.
That's a good win.
I hope to get to the Cheesecake Factory this year.
Yeah.
Honestly, what time is it?
For real.
One of my wins, spitballing off of that, when we all went to Applebee's on a Friday night, we were like, we should make this a thing.
Did, like $1 margs or
yeah,
something.
we drank.
I did get wasted. It was
drunk.
A pour your own martini.
But
at the
what
table.
it was like Mike Tyson's Sharkarita, and I was like, what is this place? And it was incredible. It had the gummy shark in it, remember? And
it was
like
attached to a Holiday Inn.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's really fun. I love that. I have one more win just off the cuff for the year that is so fun. Raegan, when we first started this podcast, the opening week was draft weekend.
What?
You were telling the story over the weekend, and I have not stopped thinking about it. So
I'm catching a stray here. How is this your fucking win?
Because it brings me so much joy to think about.
It's crazy.
So you don't know what I'm about to say,
No.
Chloe? So the NFL draft was in Kansas City. For those of you who didn't know, we live in Kansas City. We started this podcast that weekend. We had events pretty much the entire weekend. So we were really strapped in for that weekend. Raegan somehow ended up at the clubbiest club in our city, Mosaic. 3 out of 3 of those nights. And she saw the lights come on all 3 nights.
2. The Friday night I did not.
You're like, get it right.
I did.
I left before the lights came on.
I did.
Okay, you closed it down.
No,
3 nights.
I didn't.
What time did you go home Friday?
I don't know, probably like 1. They close at 3. Relax. Okay. I'll give you the other 2.
Well, you were there 3 out of the 3 nights.
Yeah, whatever.
And the night that we all went, you were like, because that was your 3rd night.
Correct.
And we were like at one location, and the people we were with were like, all right, we got a table at Mosaic. And you were like, fuck.
Yeah, like I just
you were like, guys, can we go?
If you know me at all, like in crowds, like that's like my worst nightmare. Like, fuck that place, absolutely 100%. And then I'm like, let's fucking go.
3rd night in a row.
I remember sitting there in the booth that 3rd night, and I was like, this is a low point in my life. Here again. You made the joke this weekend when I was telling the story that you were like, the bottle girls knew her by name. I was like, literally, fuck off.
They're like, Raegan, right this way. They're like, tequila, Casamigos.
No, she's kidding.
I was kidding.
Oh, I was like, one of them she accidentally sent a Bitmoji to.
That's actually one of my wins of the year. That's the funniest thing I've ever done.
Tell the girls. Tell the girls.
So girly pops. I was at the lake. I forget what weekend it was. We always go down to the Ozarks with my family and our like other close family friends. So there was like
story.
there was one night we were on the dock, and I have a Mosaic bottle girl on my Snapchat, and I like don't really know why, but like I do. Well, and it wasn't from that weekend.
She's a VIP now.
It wasn't from that weekend. I know her from the dance world. Like it's not.
Yeah.
It's not because I went there 3 nights in a row and I've been there. Well, anyway, so she like posted her little story on Snapchat. Like I just was like flipping through, and I'm sitting on the dock.
Like her bottle girl story.
She always like posts like a fit pic before work or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like scrolling through whatever. I'm like chatting with people on the dock, and then like next thing I know, if you frequent Snapchat these days, it has a feature that you can just like tap a Bitmoji and it sends it automatically. Like, no, like, are you sure? Like, nothing. Like, are you sure you want to send this message to this person? It just like.
Do you know this person, or is she just a bottle girl you met one time?
You can fat finger it and like it just goes. So next thing I know, my thumb sends a Bitmoji reaction to her photo, and it's my Bitmoji dressed as a banana dancing with maracas. Like. I wanted to die. But like, obviously, be a worse one. I know. And like, okay, obviously, with how hard we're laughing, like anybody with a sense of humor would know, like, oh, that was probably an accident, and like find it hilarious. Like I would be like, look what this girl just sent me, but like be like, oh my god, that's so funny. No worries. And I immediately was like, oh my god, don't know how that got sent to you. I'm so sorry. And all she responded back was, haha. I was like, no, I promise I want to die right now, but like the least you could do is give me a sympathy laugh.
Oh my
Maybe
god.
that's what that was.
She did. Ha ha.
Something tells me she didn't mean it.
She should have just sent hers back.
That's, you know what? Have a sense of fucking
Her
humor.
dancing avocado.
So anyway, beware of the Bitmoji bananas and.
Forgot it was a banana. I'm having a hard time. I forgot it was a banana.
So arguably a loss,
Why
but
is
I
that
think it's
Bitmoji?
funny. I don't know.
Why is the banana maraca combo a Bitmoji?
Ask Bitmoji.
Oh my god. I forgot about that.
My highlight of 2023 was the banana Bitmoji.
Yeah, honestly mine too.
Oh, one of my favorites is when I was still living in my old apartment and I was getting ready for a date, but the girls came over and we were drinking wine.
Yeah, we watched Milan at your in your house.
Yeah, so we went back while I got ready for the date. We were all like arguably drunker by the minute.
I were trying to convince you not to go.
I went to the date hammered. That's not a shocker.
We wonder why this 2023 dating season did not work out.
No, there's other reasons why that man did not work out. But they stayed at my apartment and continued to sing Disney show tunes all night long.
But then we went outside and you had that stick and you hit Lindsay with it. And she goes, who gave her a stick? And
you're like,
I found it.
It was like a giant walking stick, like
Yes.
as tall as Vick.
And then in the car, you're like, hello, tin roof? We have 3 and a stick?
See what I missed out on because I went on a date?
Oh, we were silly that night.
Did you go to Tin Roof?
Yeah.
And then me and my date met up with you guys at Harry's.
Yes.
That's
I forgot that.
crazy.
My memory ends in the car.
Honestly, I think that some of the most fun nights of 2023 were us, after this podcast, deciding to go to some bar in our sweatpants and then ending up like drunk at 1 a.m. and being like, we have to work tomorrow. That's been some of my favorites. But yeah, I think, any other silly stories from 2023?
I don't think so. All right, well, heading into our recap segment, typically that's where we recap any notable updates or changes from last week's stories. Well, there really weren't any. Like, whatever. So we're just going to recap week 14 and our picks that we made, and then we're going to look ahead at we're going to recap week 15.
Yes.
And our
of the
picks that we
NFL.
made. Look ahead to week 16, and then we'll dive on in.
Yeah. Okay, well, first up, no shocker to you guys, we're going to talk about the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs versus the Patriots. The Chiefs won 27-17. Clyde Edwards-Helaire had the game of his life.
Yeah, like career yardage.
Yeah.
Career yardage. He made that jump, like catch in the end zone. Like our receivers can't do it, so put a fucking running back there, and he can do it.
Right. And this game actually made it so that the Patriots are out of playoff contention.
Correct.
So we were the ones to scoot them out.
Bye, Bill Belichick.
Bye. Bye, Bill. Hope you find your dad. Christmas reference. Do you get it? What's
Elf.
that movie?
So go Chiefs. They're back after their embarrassing week the week before.
Correct.
They would have lost
Yeah,
my
no.
birthday. I would have
No way.
never celebrated my birthday again.
Yeah, we actually went out. The girls went out on Sunday to celebrate our Chloe's birthday. We had a little Sunday fun day. That was super fun. And we got a Chiefs win. So we called it a Chiefs win for Chloe's birthday. Andy Reid pulled it off, and we're thankful. Thanks, Andy.
Mm-hmm.
All hail.
Thank you, Chloe, for being born, and Andy for winning the game.
Vikings versus Bengals. Bengals have won. Bengals won 27-24. And still playing with their backup quarterback, Jake Browning. And when he scored the game-winning touchdown, he went into the camera and he was like, they should have fucking never cut me. Because the Vikings cut him. And the Bengals picked him up, and now he beat the Vikings.
Did that make you cringe a little?
Yes, but also, like, I get it.
I 100% get the message. I think the delivery was very cringy.
Well, yeah. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
But full circle moment for that man.
You reenacted that really well.
Thank you.
I thought it was Jake Browning sitting on this couch for a second.
No, just me.
Just you. The Broncos versus the Lions. The Lions won 42-17. I bet that the Broncos were going to win. So I lost that one. Raegan won. And Sean Payton goes off on Russ.
I mean, he was pissed. He threw a pick and he came off the field and, like,
Combusted.
Oh, my God. Like, it just was brutal. And Russ just kind of sits there with, like, a fucking dingus look on his face.
I think that's just his face.
It's unfortunate. He must be tired from his newborn. Anyway.
The Dolphins, the Fins, versus the Jets. The Dolphins shut out the Jets 30-0. Jets are out of playoff contention from that game. And Raegan has the ick.
I have the ick, and it's not on who you think I have it on. I have the ick on Mike McDaniel.
No.
No.
Okay, here.
Mike
I did it to myself.
McDaniels?
I did it to myself.
Daniels. What happened to my voice right there? Mike McDaniel?
I did it to myself because it's still probably on my Instagram story. There's a clip of him from the Hard Knocks episode of him predicting, like, Jalen Waddle's, like, or someone's huge, like, 65-yard touchdown catch, whatever. So I was like, oh my God, he predicted, like, he's so fucking cool, just, like, smooth with it on the sideline. He's not like your typical coach. And so I was like, all right, I need to watch this Hard Knocks in-season series. Like,
Yeah.
I'm, like, so obsessed. So I turn it on. Collectively,
I have only seen clips. I haven't seen it.
it is so cringe. Like,
He is cringe?
he is cringe. And I'm so sad to report that, but it's like he's trying, like you just need to see it for yourself. Like he is like so hard trying to be the cool guy, and like he just will like randomly walk up to a player and like say some weird shit, like trying to like relate.
But
and,
that's
like,
his bit.
But like, and I understand that. I truly do.
I'll have to experience it myself.
Yeah, you
I
do,
can't take
because
your word
I literally
for
was
it.
sitting there and I was like, what have I done? But also, Tua's cringe as fuck. And
Tua's always been cringe.
yeah, I just am like, none of this is real. You guys are just acting like this because you're on camera for HBO.
The in-season Hard Knocks.
This is the first they've ever done it, isn't it?
Yes, and that's why it doesn't make sense to me. Like Alex Earl hanging up a Christmas, like I almost said triangle, a Christmas star. What? Tree topper. I don't know what's happening on the top of the Christmas tree. That is not Hard Knocks.
No.
And I get it's like let's add a personal, narrative. It's not for me.
Yeah.
Not for me.
I was really sad. So either if you want to if you want to like still love Mike McDaniel, don't watch it. But then also if you want to form your own opinion and let me know your thoughts.
I'm going to, so I can form my own opinion because as of right now, he is my favorite coach in the NFL.
As he was up until about 9:00 last night.
That is so unfortunate. Norris,
I know.
are you dying?
He just stopped. And then 49ers versus Cardinals, like 49ers beat them 45-29. Not really much more to add there.
Norris, go. This is insane. What is the breathing? Oh, yeah, sorry. I see the 49ers versus Cardinals. So, yeah, that's it on that.
Yeah. 49ers are good.
Yeah. And they're our closet team.
Yes.
So, go 49ers.
Not
Not really, but like kind of.
Until maybe the Super Bowl.
Correct.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
If we're not in it, go 49ers.
100%. Okay, going into that was week 15. That was the recap. Week 16 notable matchups: Chiefs versus Raiders. Merry Christmas, I guess.
Like I can't think of anything. Hold on, double-edged sword. I can't think of anything better than spending Christmas morning with my family at Arrowhead Stadium.
Yeah, that is.
I can't think of anything worse than spending Christmas morning playing the Raiders.
Oh, see, I think it's gonna. Old rivalries die so hard, and even though they're not like our tried and trues anymore, I think it's such a fun game.
I think it's not a competitive rivalry, but like, God, they fuck like, ugh, I hate them.
Yeah, it's because you're a diehard, like, and you've been a part of this team for so long.
Do you like riddle me this? If you are watching a Raiders game and you see them in their like black jerseys, silver pants, like they look like a low budget high school team, and you can't look at their quarterback or Max Crosby and be like they smell good. Like, I just think that they look like they smell bad.
Okay, so I'm going to strongly disagree with you on the jersey situation. I love their colors. And I think if I had to pick, if I could, like, erase my bias completely, I would absolutely love a team that is black and silver. 100%.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
What?
In elementary school, did you have speed stackers, the cup stacking?
100%. I was so good at it.
I had black speed stackers with silver paint on it. So I'm like,
you were the Raiders.
Not my choice. Like, that's just one. So that's what it reminds me of. I'm like, this is not real. It looks like a practice.
So the
uniform.
colors black and silver remind you of
Speed
stackers.
Correct.
Got it. No, I think I love the Steelers colorway. I love the Raiders colorway. I love like the NBA, like
You probably love
switching.
the Browns.
Ew.
Well, you like the Steelers. Black
Orange and
yellow.
brown?
I mean, yeah, I think it's bad too, but the route you were going, I was like, black
I
and
just
yellow.
was saying black and silver, and the Steelers have a yellow.
Yeah.
Whatever. But and you went from orange and brown. You're like, well, then she must. Like the ugliest color combination in the world.
Yeah.
I think the Dolphins actually have the ugliest color combination.
Yes.
But people look at us and are like, people look at the Chiefs and they're like, ketchup and mustard.
Yeah, but our uniforms are like
Put that
red
shit
and
on a hot
white
dog.
with like some yellow touches.
Okay.
Anyway.
But no, I think that I like their logo. I think it's, on a design perspective, if I could erase my bias, it's a good one.
Okay.
So agree to disagree there.
agree to disagree. Chiefs are favored -10. And, I mean, I think we've started to wake up.
Yeah.
We've thought that before.
Right. And the last game still wasn't like, you know, we didn't look like a brand new team like I wanted to. But I do think we're starting to thaw a little bit.
We've got Justin Ross back. We're going to have Pacheco back.
Mm-hmm.
We're back.
And Bolton's back, baby.
He's been back. Drew Tranquil is back. Well, you know, we're back.
We're back with an asterisk. Yeah, so I think the Chiefs are going to take this one. The Ravens at 49ers. So this is a big one.
Yeah.
The Ravens, if you've been living in a cave, the Ravens are doing great. I don't think they're doing as great as the 49ers.
No.
I'm taking the 49ers on this one. But they're looking great. These are the two best teams in the NFL.
Yeah.
As of right now.
Yep.
And this has been said to be, which I freaking hate when they say this, but it's been said to be this is the Super Bowl pre-match.
And again, if the Chiefs are not in the Super Bowl, like, what a game this would be. Well, I guess we'll see how this weekend goes. I don't know. 49ers could stomp all over them. Who knows?
Yeah. But I'm taking 49ers.
All right. I mean, I'm not going to pick against our team.
Our closet team.
And they are favored -5.5, so.
All right. Next is the Bills versus the Chargers. The Bills might be so back.
It makes me laugh when you read what I write. 'Cause that's
Bills
not
might
how you
be
would have
so back.
I mean, they're favored -13.5, so.
Yeah.
Chargers just like better luck next year.
Yeah, the Chargers have really taken a hit, and I hate to see that happen. Like, when one team gets injury after injury after injury, I hate that.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but it helps us.
100%. It's the luck of the draw, but it sucks. I hate an injury in general, man.
Yeah.
It's sad. Dolphins versus Cowboys. This is the Christmas Eve game, the big one. We'll be tuned in. I think I'm gonna take Dolphins.
Yeah.
Gonna go against America's team on Christmas Eve.
Well, they are favored, and I think Tyreek Hill is gonna be back from his injury. So, I mean, I think it'll.
Yeah, with him back for sure.
Yeah. Dang, we haven't gone against each other at all.
Boring. The Buccaneers versus the Jaguars. What do you think?
I mean, Bucks are the underdog. Jaguars are favored, but Trevor Lawrence is now in concussion protocol. And he played through his ankle sprain last week, but now he's in concussion protocol. So, like, if he doesn't play, then I think Baker Mayfield.
It's a bad few weeks for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, tough to be him. But I think if he doesn't.
Did you see he bought golf carts for his team as a joke?
What?
He bought golf carts for his
Because
team.
no one gave him a golf cart when he's.
Oh, that's funny.
Because no one can give him a golf cart.
Patrick also bought golf carts for the O-line.
Why? What's the joke there?
There's no joke. It's just Christmas.
You're looking at me like that's not weird. Why would you buy a golf cart for people?
He already bought them Rolexes, I'm pretty sure.
That makes more sense. A watch as a gift? A golf cart?
Maybe he's going to have them all live on his little property and they can all
A compound.
golf cart to each other's houses.
Yeah, they were all on Instagram Live today with it.
Who?
Well, Willie Gay was, but they were all, like, doing donuts around Arrowhead. It was kind of funny. It was funny.
He gave them to him at Arrowhead?
Yeah.
How are they supposed to get them?
Why were they at Arrowhead?
You guys, what the fuck? I don't know.
I'm just posing.
You
that
knew
question out
every
loud, like,
answer to every question I'm asking.
Well, I don't know. I don't know why he did that.
He was like, everyone report to Arrowhead. I have a gift.
Now ride them home.
And now you have to get them home.
I feel like they do, like, pretty.
Yes, they
extravagant
always
gifts every
do
single year.
huge gifts like that. This is not out of the norm.
I've never heard of that. I've never heard of anything even close. I knew the Rolex. That makes sense to me. That's like, it's very, very expensive and nice, but it's subtle. Like a watch is something, like a golf cart. That's weird.
Moving on. So
We say, what do you mean? We say other things are cringe. I'm just saying it's cringe.
I just don't know. Why?
I know, but that's okay. It's just my opinion. I'm just saying I think, like, and especially putting it on Instagram is weird. Like, why?
He wasn't putting it on Instagram, though. Like, Willie Gay was just riding around in it and was like, look what they got. And they were doing donuts. Like, that's what it was. It wasn't like, oh my God, here's my brand new golf cart. And like,
You put their names and numbers on the sides.
Of the golf cart?
see, I think that's funny.
Except the golf cart one day.
We put your producer Chloe on the golf cart.
I just ride around like,
On 8th. Just up and down 8th.
it's podcast day. Shut the fuck up, everyone.
You have the... You have a siren. It's the NTP sound on the horn. Baby!
Oh, man.
Oh my God. All right. Well, that was
Wait, what are you thinking? Jags or Bucks?
Oh, I didn't say it, but yeah, I think, dang. I really don't know. With Trevor Lawrence possibly out, I don't know.
I think Jags will win.
I'll take the Bucks just to make it interesting.
There we go.
There's one. All right. Well, that was our notable matchup recap and then what we think is going to happen this week. And with that, we have a sponsor. And it is the Good Patch. The Good Patch are wearable patches designed to make each day just a little bit easier. Whether you need to look alive, find your zen, or clock in some beauty sleep, they've got you covered. Simply peel, stick, and wear for up to 8 to 12 hours. We suggest the Rescue for the hangovers, Relief for sore muscles, and Cycle for that time of the month. B12 for a little extra energy. You can use code NAME3PLAYERS at checkout for 15% off your order. All right, it is time. It's the top 3 sports stories of the week. We let you know what you need to know, and we weed out all the bullshit that doesn't really matter, we don't think is important. And we make the rules here.
We do. And I think this was a slow news week because...
It kind of was,
It was like slim pickings. I was sifting.
Slim pickings.
But, I mean, he's no stranger to the pod. We've talked about him a lot. Ja Morant.
Yeah, I have a little bit of a different tone this week, though, with this man.
Yeah, he's back.
He's back and, like...
Guess who's back and better than ever?
Ja Morant.
You know that
and
song?
I do. But I don't have as much, like, shit talking to do.
No.
Also, did you read the thing about his dad?
No.
We don't have to talk about it. I'm not going to go into detail, but his dad made this, like, cute comment and just, like, was really supportive.
Oh.
And we love him. We love a supportive dad. So, this pod loves a supportive dad.
Yeah.
And Ja Morant's dad had some stuff to say, and it was sweet. But basically, Ja Morant is back.
He's back. He dropped a buzzer beater in his first game back after a 25-game suspension.
Yeah, and if you want to Google why, it's a pretty juicy story. Or you could go back to, I don't know what week, but we really covered it. So
Well, it's happened on multiple occasions.
Yeah, and we covered all of them.
And he was seen on Instagram Live with a gun multiple times. So they suspended him, served a 25-game suspension, came off the bench last night, beat the Pelicans 115-113 with his buzzer beater, and he ran into the locker room and looked right at the camera and said, I kept all those receipts too.
Yeah.
So go, buddy.
Yeah.
Feel your fire. Just don't
pick up the gun. Keep the gun down.
Or just keep the camera down. If
Yeah.
you feel like you can't lose the gun, lose the camera.
Yeah, one or the other.
One or the other has to go.
Just keep one in your hand. That's a good rule. If one's in the hand, the other one, no hand.
One's in the hand, one's not.
Yep. Stephen A. Smith predicts that he will lead the Grizzlies to the playoffs after starting this season 6-19 before his return.
Yeah, and he was also saying, like, on his show, Stephen A. Smith was saying this. He was like, those receipts he's talking about better not be about any of the commentators. Blah. I'm like, likely story. You would say that because you're the commentator that was hating on him, as were we. But he was like...
They're us. The receipts
I was typing this. I was like, the media. I was like, we are the media.
We are the media.
We are the problem. But he was like, everyone, like, his receipt should be on everyone that, like, his teammates that didn't check in, his friends that didn't. I'm like, who the fuck wasn't checking? How do we know that? We don't know that. You talk shit.
Stephen A. Smith is
Everyone
just deflecting.
Else talk shit. That's the receipts he's referring to.
It's actually the Name 3 Players transcript. And he's like, hey, these two little bitches on this podcast eat my shit.
Yeah. And then LeBron James tweeted, he was like, 12. That's all. That's the tweet. And then, like, that's cool.
If you've learned anything about me and LeBron James, it's I love when that man tweets. I love it.
Yeah.
Man, a few words, but when he does, mwah. Chef's kiss.
I need to resituate.
All right. So that's that on Ja Morant. Go Grizzlies.
And that's that on that.
Next story, National Signing Day. Wednesday, December 20th is National Signing Day, and that's when high school athletes sign on the national day.
Yeah. What?
End of story. Moving on.
It's basic. Like, I mean, all college athletes that plan to sign today, but it's big in the football, like college football realm, because it's like usually known for like the wild decisions that are made, the hats that are being picked, and blah blah blah. The world is shocked, but
You've all seen the video where they reach for one hat and they go for the other, and everyone's like, "Wow!" Then the parent gets mad and walks off the screen. Happens all the time.
it happens all the time. But this year, like the entire top 35 and 98 of the top 100 prospects have already committed. So like people know what's happening.
Right, and that's also just this day and age with media.
Yeah.
There's always like a prior commitment. Back in the day, it used to be more of the hat reaching and the parents crying and the fake outs. Used to be a little more entertaining. Back in my day.
There was like, I mean,
My day.
back in my
I've only been out of high school for 10 years, but
the biggest like flip, I mean, like the biggest news that could come out of National Signing Day after knowing like the majority of where everyone's going is like if they just like flip their commitments and it's like, psych, I'm not going there anymore, I'm going here. So like the biggest one that we've heard about in the news this week is the 5-star quarterback prospect Dylan Raiola. He decommitted. He decommitted from Georgia to now play at Nebraska, and that happened earlier this week, and everyone was like, wow, what the fuck? But even despite that loss, Georgia is still like the number 1 class entering
the
signing period. So, I mean, Georgia's like, bitch, you thought we'll be fine.
And yeah, shocker to everyone, followed by Georgia, it's Ohio State, Alabama, Florida State, and Texas.
Yep, they round out the top
Never
5.
before heard of football schools. All of them.
I did think it was interesting that, so originally when this came out, like, Ohio State was second, but they dropped.
You said that silly.
I did?
Ohio State.
Oh. Well, they were second, and then they dropped to now 4th with their recruiting class. So the top 10 recruiting classes are Georgia, Alabama, Florida State, Ohio State, Oregon, Miami.
Florida State being above Ohio State is interesting.
Mm-hmm. And then Oklahoma, Notre Dame, and Florida. So, crazy.
Yeah. And if you're a college football fan, this is a big day for you, National Signing Day.
Yeah.
All right.
See, our stories are just fucking whizzing by.
Whizzing.
Get it? All right.
All right. So our third and final story, it's a big one. And I've got some thoughts.
Do you?
I do. So the Achilles heard around the world. We've talked about it numerous times. It's Aaron Rodgers, quarterback for the Jets for 3 seconds. His Achilles actually just is gone, or was gone. He ripped his Achilles, tore, what?
Ripped.
Ripped. He tethered. He tore his Achilles game 1 and has been rehabbing obviously since. This rehabbing journey for Aaron Rodgers has been quite the media buzz, I would say, just because of who he is as a person, his process, how verbal and vocal he's been about the process, and how attached the media has been to like pretty much every detail of it. We were led to believe by him himself, like not the media swaying it one way or the other, by direct quotes from Mr. Rodgers himself, we were led to believe that if the Jets somehow made playoffs or further, we would see an Aaron Rodgers re-entrance.
Well, I think because he still kind of said that would, but he was like, if we have a shot at the playoffs, I will work to come back. But now that they're out, he's like, psych, I never said that.
Right, but he did. And there's receipts of that.
Yeah, but his quote from today, he's being like, I never actually said that.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. He did. And so that's where I'm like, or he was like, I'm going to try to get back. But it's like,
He blue balls us.
he 100%. And it's not even like the entire time, like I was like, this is crazy. This is so unreal. It is crazy. It is unreal. And now we're like, well, yeah, it's literally not real.
Yeah. So he was on the Pat McAfee show on Tuesday, and he was like, I'm not playing again this season, but I'm playing in 2024 and beyond.
And I'm sure he'll be back better than ever. And it's a really cool storyline. But it just like was the tease of it all. Like, why were we staying so attuned to his every move and every rehabilitation? Like, once again, not to ride Zach Wilson so hard, but it's like, it stole thunder, I feel like, away from like the Jets as a team. Because it was the Aaron Rodgers show, even if it was just about like his rehabilitation. And I think that's like weird. Why not just like go away and rehab and like give us like sporadic updates, not be on interviews and giving us quotes every single week about how back you're going to be.
Yeah.
Because that's all, I mean, legitimately, like, we updated multiple times being like, holy shit, Aaron Rodgers is on the field throwing a ball.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just kind of back on my Aaron Rodgers is a weirdo stuff.
Yeah, but he was like, if I was 100% today, I'd definitely be pushing back to like come back and play. But the fact is I'm not. Huh?
I like that Aaron Rodgers voice.
Thank you. And then he was like, it was always unrealistic to think that I would ever be 100% medically cleared at any point during the regular season.
So why did you allude to that?
Yeah, like, duh.
We all thought so.
I don't have a medical degree, and I could fucking tell you that.
I'm no doctor.
No, but...
No.
He just was like, I was willing to take the risk if we had a shot at the postseason, but since we don't, like, fuck it. So, whatever. Cool. You got your publicity all season long.
That's what I'm saying, and he doesn't seem... That's always been my thing with him. I feel like we could pull back some quotes of mine. It's always been my thing for him to be like, oh, I'm not media, I'm not blah, blah, blah. No vaccines for me, I'm going in the cave. And then to like come out and just always have a freaking mic and always be talking about yourself. It's annoying. Pick a narrative, buddy.
He can't. He's too high on the ayahuasca.
Yeah. So whatever. I'm over it.
What a fucking loser.
He faked us out.
Blue
He
balls.
us.
Loser.
Zach Wilson, we were rooting for you.
Vic was. I wasn't.
What did I call him? Z-Dub?
Yes.
That's insane.
I think it's cute. A-Rod and Z-Dub? Seaguard.
Yeah.
That's cute.
I do, in fact.
No, it wouldn't be C.
A-Rod?
It'd be S. Sauce.
Or yeah, S-Guard.
That sounds like
A-Rod,
Scotch guard that you put
Z-Dub,
between
and
your thighs.
S-Guard.
I don't like
It
it.
sounds like those escort sounds like the
You guys live a little.
brothers
It's
that are
cute.
actors. Skarsgård.
Alexander Skarsgård.
Yeah, that's what it makes me.
Yeah. This is what I hope for
Asgard.
Zach Wilson. I hope that they let him go. And I hope that he just gets picked up by a team and he can just chill as a backup quarterback and not
And
have
live
to
his
fucking
life.
deal with all this shit. And I know that was the intent for this year before Aaron Rodgers got hurt, but like then they played with
stepped
his
up.
emotions and then that
Yes,
sucked and like I will give him that. But I
And
just
he
hope
stepped up to the plate.
kind of.
As a backup quarterback, and Aaron Rodgers is your quarterback, in game 1, he's out?
But it's not like he's never played a down of NFL football before. Like, he was the starting quarterback last season. So, like, he's been under this pressure before.
I'm fully aware. I'm saying he went into this season thinking, all right, sit back and relax.
Yeah.
A-Rod's got this.
What I was
A-Rod
saying...
did not have it.
He didn't have it. I just mean, like, I feel like the coaching staff did him dirty. Like, I just, like, go somewhere, be like a Chad Henne, do whatever the fuck you want to do, and just lay
Go
low
be
and
safe.
chill.
Go be safe
Be
somewhere.
safe.
Stay safe, Z-Dub. Stay safe.
Jesus Christ.
Godspeed.
All right.
Godspeed to you, my guy.
Well, that's that on that. Any other thoughts?
No. I think I've made my point pretty clear.
Okay. Perfect.
I think I really wrapped up my thoughts on that one. In a bow, if you will. Okay, well, that was our top 3 sports stories. Going into our next segment, a sponsor. Replenish after a long weekend with a stick of Waterboy. Formulated with electrolytes and vitamins, this hydrating drink mix helps reduce nausea and fatigue and helps you chill out after a weekend out. Each stick of Waterboy is vegan, has 0 sugar, and includes 3 times electrolytes and vitamins than its competitors. The original Weekend Recovery is available in strawberry lemonade and blue raspberry flavors with the newest athletic recovery and lemon lime. So whether it's from working out or going out, reach for Waterboy. You can use code FORTHEGIRLS for 15% off your order. That's on the Waterboy sticks, the cans, the merch, all of it. We're big fans of it all, and you definitely need it this holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
Be honestly a great stocking stuffer.
It would.
That thought just went through my mind.
Pout.
Wow. Are you guys done Christmas shopping? I'm not.
No, and I literally leave on Friday morning, so riddle me that.
I just have to get 2
tomorrow's
more
stacked
things.
from 9 a.m. to literally 11 p.m. So
All right. So our walkout fits of the week are just where Vic and I can incorporate our love for fashion into the sports world. Do you want me to go first?
I love it. Love nothing more. It'd be a gift.
Mine is, and Vic's gonna be like, shocker, she picked a Chiefs player.
I've literally never said that.
Yes, you.
Wait, what?
No, yes, you have.
No, I haven't. You've said that about me.
No, that is so not true. We were sitting in this whole thing, and I chose Charles Omenihu, and you entered the segment, and you're like, shocker, Raegan chose a Chiefs player.
Okay, that sounds like you really remember it, so I'm gonna give it to
Probably
you.
have listened to it 7 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you're being mean to me, just know that I can hear you back tomorrow.
I'm not being mean to you.
I know, I'm kidding. It was a joke. When you're being mean to me, this is who you're being mean to. Is what I was trying to say. Okay,
The
so
glamour shot Raegan.
iconic. My walkout fit of the week is Trey Smith. He plays on the offensive line for the Chiefs. And he walked in with his little shades, his little ball cap on, this cropped cargo jacket,
Can I see? Can I have a visual
camo
aid?
pants.
Oh God, incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that jacket's amazing.
He's got his dunks on and his Louis duffel bag.
No, he looks great. I absolutely respect that decision.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, go Trey. Good
Yeah.
job, buddy.
Mine is Jared Vanderbilt. Look at this jacket. The denim, it's a denim Loewe jacket. It's incredible. And it's this New York Yankees cap. I actually don't know the brand of that, but it's stunning. He's got a little chain. He's got some Prada lug boots on. What?
When you said a little chain, my intrusive thoughts went, chain hang to my ding-a-lang. So, anyway.
He's got gloves and then this incredible tote. I love a man with a tote.
Mm-hmm.
That was also a Paris, what do you call it? Epiphany?
Mm-hmm.
A Paris Epiphany was, I love a man with a bag.
That's good.
Love a man with a little tote.
Is his an
What's in
Airwan
there?
tote?
Ha 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 ha. Airwan joke. The Airwan joke of the day. No, it's this little puffer tote, and I don't know where it's from, but it's super cute. It kind of looks like a Bottega, but I don't know. I'm not confident in that. But I do know the shoes are Prada, and the jacket is Loewe, and don't know the hat, but it's great. And then I'm pretty sure the chain is Chrome Hearts.
Nice. This is a great fit. Stunning. Who needs to tag the designers when we got Vic?
Thank you. That was so nice of you to say.
You're welcome. I don't need to comment on posts anymore.
That was so funny. Hey guys, quick.
Quick, who's this?
That was my favorite part of the whole comment. Quick!
I wanted them to know my sense of urgency.
Everyone's like, wait! Raegan asked and she said quick. On the double. Stat. Hurry! But yeah, so that's mine.
Very cool.
All right. And now, very, very cool.
I know. Whenever after I said that, I was like,
But that's, I told you that's my new bit, right?
oh, very cool. Very cool.
I say, yeah, very cool, very cool. Lindsay hates it. She told me yesterday. She goes, I hate that you say that so much now.
Whenever I say cool, I think of what I'm meaning to say it as, and I hope that you guys all know this now moving forward, is the clip of Post Malone doing a country, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's like, do you guys have a bedtime? And they're like, no. And he's like, cool, me either. And so when I say cool, that's what I mean.
I do know that because you
When I
say it
cool, I'm Post Malone.
I'm in the country clip where he says, cool, me either, pertaining to the bedtime.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
That's me.
When I say
It's
cool,
me, if you're wondering.
yeah. When I say cool, that's me. If you're wondering. Anyway, so yeah, this is our breakdown segment. Take it
But
away.
instead of breaking down sports, we're just gonna talk about our favorite Christmas things.
Yeah,
We're breaking down our stuff.
We're breaking down Christmas.
E-
We're actually gonna start.
Jesus was born in
I don't know if you
December.
guys know the story behind Christmas,
We're
but
gonna read the Passion of the Christ. Strap in, girlies.
this is a Christian podcast.
So one night in Bethlehem, it got pretty fucking weird.
Oh my god.
This is the breakdown of Christmas.
Vick read the Bible, in case you wanted to know, guys. She's well informed.
A few times.
No,
If
we're
you
gonna
guys
break down our
don't know how it
favorite-
ends, I won't spoil it for you, but it's pretty crazy.
In my life, Jesus. In my life, it's
You're probably
kind of
wondering
crazy.
how I got here.
Oh my no. That was the intrusive thought of the year.
In my life is kind of crazy. I can come back now, you know.
Oh my god.
No, he comes back and he's like, "You're probably wondering how I got here." The rapture. In my life, kind of crazy. Freeze frame.
You're probably wondering how I got here.
You guys don't know this, but freeze frames date back to BC, before Christ.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was the funniest shit alive.
That
That
was
was also the hardest ab workout I've ever done. That was wheezing.
Oh my god. All right, so contrary to popular belief, we're not breaking down Christmas. We're breaking down our favorite Christmas holiday things.
Oh my god.
Anywho, all right, well, I think that takes us into our favorite Christmas topics.
Yeah.
Okay. Chloe came up with these for us.
So your favorite Christmas tradition and your least favorite Christmas tradition is what we're doing. My least favorite tradition that people do, my family doesn't do it, thank God, but it's the same thing as like Thanksgiving, like when people do 5Ks.
Yeah, fuck that.
5Ks on Christmas, 5Ks on Thanksgiving, any holiday. Stop doing that.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Okay.
Agreed.
Well, my least favorite tradition is people that put reindeer antlers on their car.
Oh my God, 100%.
Get fucked.
With
Yes.
the little red nose on the
All the
bonnet.
way.
Yeah.
Like, truly
Also,
fucked.
who was the first? I'd like to talk to them.
And they were like, this, you know what? People are going to love this.
And they're like, you know what?
Fuck
Cute.
you.
Cute.
It's chuggy as shit. No.
No.
Hate it. But my favorite tradition, and my family does do this, is we do Christmas pajamas. But like, not like your typical like matching Christmas PJs, but my mom would always like buy Haley and I Christmas pajamas, and then Vinny, of course, once he became part of the family, once we knew he was around to stay. You know? But they're not matching, but it's like what I would like to wear and what Haley would like to wear and what Vinny would like to wear. So we all just get like new pajamas on Christmas Eve.
That's cute.
And we open them on Christmas Eve together before we go to bed.
And
so
you wear them.
yeah, so like we're families are like cute and match and like that's the vibe, but it's just like we get an extra present on Christmas Eve and it's Christmas pajamas.
That's cute. My family does the matching on Christmas morning.
Yes.
And then we go to like brunch at one of my family members' house who makes brunch. I don't know why I said it like it was cryptic. My cousin. We go to my cousin's house.
We go to brunch.
Girl.
We go to my cousin's house for food, and we all wear them all day.
Yeah,
and, like,
I
the
think that's
kids
cute.
match us, and like they love it. And my family's like pretty big, so
Yeah.
it's
Very
fun.
cute, very cute.
Can't confirm. Very cute.
This year, my mom, bless her heart, gets so stressed out about what Christmas pajamas we are gonna love. So like that's like her least favorite thing to shop for. So this
That's so cute.
last year, she bought them and like obviously we loved them. Like I still wear mine, And something was said. She's like, you know what? You guys can buy your own Christmas pajamas next year. So Haley and I picked out all of our own Christmas pajamas.
You know what? She's like,
And then we
Chipotle
told her
for
that.
Thanksgiving, and you guys get your own Christmas pajamas.
And we told her that this year. She's like, what do you guys want for Christmas pajamas? And Haley was like, I already bought them. You told us we had to find our own. She was like, I said that? And we were like, yeah, you told us. And she was like, wow, I don't remember that. I was like, well, you did.
Wow.
So, anyhow.
I would say I like the matching Christmas pajamas. That's probably my favorite as well. Not to copy you. I think it's really cute.
Mm-hmm.
And I will do
But
that.
ours are different. Our traditions are different.
Yeah.
And the same.
But Christmas pajamas is the underlying theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute. Okay, my favorite gift is the year I got an iPod Nano.
Oh my God, banger.
But here's what.
What a banger gift.
So I'm such a bitch. Okay? Let me preface it by saying I know that I'm a bitch. So bust downstairs. And I'm like 14. So like pull it together. So go downstairs. I see all my gifts. And at this point, like obviously I know Santa's.
I think everybody that's listening to this podcast probably is aware.
I was like, McKinley, are you listening?
Oh.
Anyway, just tell them not to let her listen to this one.
Yeah.
But so obviously like Santa's not real, but my mom was still doing the tradition where like we'd come downstairs in the morning to like all wrapped presents.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't much under the tree, but then like we'd get them all that morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fucking scanning this shit for an iPod Nano box, and I'm like, DDD. Like, you know, like in cartoons where they have the glasses on and they scan everything and you can see. I'm like literally like DDD, not an iPod Nano, none of it. And
X-ray vision. Yeah.
I'm already pouting. Bitch. So, and Haley and I still to this day will do like, if the box is shaped the same, like she'll open, then I'll open, and we like go one by one like that. So I get all the way to my last gift, and it's like a closed box. So I'm like, this fucking, like, what the fuck? This is the one thing I fucking asked for. Again, spoiled brat, and I know that. So I'm like sitting there like watching Haley open like her big gift that she wanted, and I was like, wow, must be fucking nice. And then my mom was like, go Raegan. She's so excited for me to open it, and I was like, okay, faking it. I was like, oh my God, like I've been needing new clothes, like blah, blah, blah. I open it. She wrapped my iPod Nano in a huge ass box. Like it was there when I opened
because
it.
She knew you were a little brat.
I know. And I literally looked at her. I was like, I'm a brat. And she was like, I know. And I was like, thank you.
Thank you.
So it was teal. It was cute. iPod Nano. Mom's always got my back. I'm just a bitch. Do you want to follow up with your favorite gift or my least favorite gift?
You can take your least favorite right now.
So I was young, like 7, and there's this gift on Christmas Eve, and I open it. It is a game where you just pick boogers. And I'm like, what about me says that I would want that?
You give me that vibe.
Do I? Literally. It was like long snotty boogers that like were rubber and like would stretch. The game itself was a head.
What?
I don't know the object of the game to this day because I did not play it because I was like, what is this? But I was like, what are we doing here? Like, I don't understand. So that was my least favorite because I remember audibly, like if I was a cast member in The Office, I would have looked at the camera and been like, what is this? And I think that's how I looked at my mom, and she's like, just smile and say thank you. I was like, thanks for the boogers.
That's what I wanted, boogers.
Like,
so my dad's best friend, who I like called my uncle, like growing up, one time wrapped a piece of coal.
oh, that's so mean.
And it was at oh, that's so mean. It was at our Christmas party. We used to have like an annual Christmas Eve party, and he was like, he always gave me really good gifts. He was rich and great. And the year before, I got a remote control boat fire, and then this next year it was like this tiny little thing, and I was like, what could this be? Jewelry, please. And then I unwrapped it, and it was literally a rock, like it was a piece of coal. And I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, have you been good? And I was like, obviously.
What kind of question is that?
And then he was like, well, I heard you were bad. And I was like, is this a joke? And they're all like drinking and laughing, like they're all just like drunk and laughing.
And there's honestly nothing worse when you're a child but old enough to know what being drunk is, and everyone around you's drunk, and you're like, losers.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, you know what would be funny? If this was actually a good gift. And I was like, so what's the deal with the rock? And I was like, where's the real gift? He was like, it's not. That's the real gift. And I was like, what? And then he went on this monologue about, like, life is what you make it. And, like,
So let's make it rock.
Yeah. And he was like, basically, and he was like, whatever you can make out of this, like, coal, like, you could, like, make it this, or you could make it a pet rock. Or,
So it was a lesson and coal?
yes. I was like, okay, worse. You have a monologue and I have a rock?
That's crazy.
Last year, remote control boat. This year, rock?
Math does not math.
Yeah, no, I actually, like, I can tell you what I was wearing. Like, that's how distinct the memory was. And I was like, well, this place fucking sucks. You all suck. This sucks. This party sucks. I'm going upstairs. I'm going to bed.
That attitude may have gotten you the cold.
Yeah, well, I'm like, you know what? Sure. But I remember going upstairs and going to bed because it was Christmas Eve, so Santa was coming, you know.
Yeah.
And I remember going upstairs, getting in bed, and my mom tucking me in, and my mom was like, why are you so upset? And I was like, well, I got coal, so.
Wouldn't you?
And I,
be
like,
upset?
wouldn't speak, and she was like, well, okay, like, it was supposed to be a joke, whatever. I was like, well, it wasn't funny. And I was like, but I'm fine, everything's fine. And I just kept, like, looking up, like, at the sky.
She's like, Santa, please come.
Literally.
Now.
And my mom was like, what is going on? And I was like, well, still good. I was like, this piece of coal, I'm okay with it. So. I was like, life is what you make it.
Do you hear that, big guy?
Yeah. My mom was like, are you saying this so Santa will hear you? And I was like, me? I would never. I'm telling you, my mom, how I really feel about this piece of coal.
Loud enough that the big guy in the sky hears it.
Yeah. And she was like, so you do like the coal? I was like, love it.
It's my favorite gift I've ever gotten.
And she's like, so you want me to keep it here? And I was like, right here on my vanity.
To remind me of the
life
lesson.
is what you make it. And then the next morning I got everything I wanted and I was like, throw that shit away. Rock in the yard.
Where it belongs.
Greg, no longer my uncle.
Greg. Way to go,
Just
Greg.
a friend. So yeah, that was my least favorite gift and I think about it a lot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Every time I hear like anything about coal, like, you're gonna get coal, I'm like, don't do that to them.
I got coal one time.
Let me tell you, kids, life isn't what you make it sometimes.
And don't let your Uncle Greg tell you.
We got coal one time.
Isn't that just such a fucking uncle move?
I've gotten that too.
You've gotten...
It was coal, but it was gum.
Okay, well,
so
mine
it
was
turned out
literally a
black.
rock. Also, where do you get coal? Like, he got me an actual piece
Your
of coal.
fireplace? A grill?
Period. Yeah.
Can I tell you about Sophia's?
Yes.
Okay, so my aunt, she has the kindest heart, not great at gift giving, and everybody knows that. But so me and my sister and my cousin,
Funny quality to be bad
and
at.
somebody else, I can't remember. We all get like big Bear Bradley duffel bags.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I still have that thing, obviously.
Yeah, they're durable.
And I don't know how old Sophia was. Maybe my aunt didn't think that she was old enough for like traveling, so she didn't need a bag.
To get a double bag.
So she
There's an age limit on duffel bags. It must be this tall.
opens her present. It's birdseed
Oh my god.
and a T-Pain microphone.
Sophia's like, yay.
Sophia's like, I don't even like birds.
Or
How do you like T-Pain? Oh my god.
Sucks.
Did she have a bird feeder to put the bird seeds in? What?
It was in the dead of winter.
There's winter birds that need to eat.
Birdseed.
Oh, so just every time people talk about like gifts that they didn't like, I just always think of the kids.
What was her reasoning behind the
You
seed?
don't ask. She
Okay.
says thank you.
I have another really good one that I actually just forgot about, and this is probably the best Todd story. So it was Christmas morning. My grandma was still alive. My mom's mom, my parents were together, and my mom's mom was like losing it, and she got and wrapped my dad a pair of women's slippers, and they were like white and like really fluffy, and they had like pink on them. But she got them for my dad, and my dad opened them, and my grandma was like really excited. She opened them, and when she was like had the camera, she was like, and he opened them and he goes, yay. And my mom was like, you needed new slippers, Todd. And he was like, I sure did. And he like undid them from the little like binding, and she was like, put them on. And he was like,
will do.
and he like, I remember he like put them on the ground and was like, and my mom was like, no, put them on. They like already hated each other at this point. My mom was like, no, walk around, put them on.
They look great,
Try 'em
actually.
on.
And
Take
he
a
was
first
like,
spin.
like put them on, and she was like, get up, Todd, let's see them. And I was like young enough to like get it. I was like, hey, they hate each other, this is kind of funny. And he was like you went out to get like during the day, like went out to go check the grill, and my grandma was like, put on the slippers. And everyone's like, put on the slippers.
Honestly, I would kill for a new pair of slippers right now, so jealous. But
Also,
hate that for Todd.
Send them.
Every time Vinny opens a gift, every time he'll be like, ooh, thank you. Every time. Every time. Like, it could be the best gift of his life or slippers. And he'd be like, ooh, thank you. Just like that.
That's really funny.
All right. So, favorite mem. Do you want me to go? You go.
Yeah, you can go.
Okay, so this was like I vividly remember this in like the first house that I remember living in. So I was small, and every Christmas Eve, my Grammy, which this is my first Christmas without her, R.I.P. No Grammy. But every Christmas Eve, she would spend the night with us and like wake up with us in the morning, and so Haley and I would sleep with her. But before we would go to bed, we would have our Christmas pajamas. But then also when we were still young, we would get sleigh bells like they did in the Polar Express. And like if you could hear it, you still believed. If you couldn't, blah, blah, blah. So like we would open it and be like, oh my God, we can hear it. He's coming. And then my parents would be like, wait, I can't hear anything. Like keep shaking it. So we would all like be doing that. And then we would get the cookies ready, and my mom would like make special like reindeer glitter feed to sprinkle.
Reindeer food.
Oh yeah, to sprinkle in the yard so they know where to stop. And then I like remember we would go up and sleep in the bed with my Grammy, and she would read us the Polar Express. And I remember one time I was like, oh, do you hear that? And she was like, what? She's like, let me turn my hearing aids on. She's like, what? I was like, I think he just landed. Like, I think he's here. Do you hear that?
Have to go to sleep.
I was like, close the books, Grams. Put it down. Go to bed.
Honk shoe.
Do you hear that? No, but the sleigh bells were so fun, and the reindeer feed, and the cups, really, and my dad would eat like one nibble of every cookie in the morning, and the bells,
very, very cute.
The Grammy, fun.
Very, very cute.
Were you allowed to just run out into your living room whenever you woke up, or did you have to wait?
We had to wait.
We had to wait at the top of the stairs. My mom would make us sit up there and take a photo of us. Mm-hmm.
Like, bitch, presents.
Yeah.
Gifts. Mine was that, and then also, like I said, my parents had a huge Christmas Eve party every Christmas Eve, and all the kids my dad had a projector, like, not as great as ours now, but he would project the Santa tracker on.
Oh, yeah,
we would literally watch that shit like it was, like, a tornado warning. Like, we were, like, every, like, second just, like, eating our little, like, Christmas treats and just, like, glued to it.
Yeah. I remember being like, there's no way this is real, right? But then I was like, but it is. It is real. He's here. I still get gifts every year.
It's the same thing as me, like, looking up and being like, is it real? It's real.
Didn't mean it. Me? Big believer.
Yeah, me. As for me, I believe.
My favorite Christmas movie is The Polar Express. I love the hot chocolate sound, and that's on the Polar Express. That's my favorite Christmas movie. My least favorite.
That tracks with your last story.
Yeah. Tied with The Grinch, though. Love that movie. My least favorite Christmas movie, I don't know. The Santa Claus movies really freaked me out.
The Santa Claus one with Martin Short as, like, Jack Frost or whatever, Frosty, whatever his name is. Miss me with that. I think it's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's my least favorite one. My favorite is The Grinch. Also, a grown-up Christmas movie that isn't really Christmas, Love Actually.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
or The Holiday.
The
Holiday.
Oh.
That one slaps.
The holiday.
Well, that was our Christmas segment. We broke it down for you.
And that was the Passion of the Christ.
Took a hard left. Okay, well, I think this is a perfect segue into our walk-up song of the week. It's my favorite hymn from the Bible.
Instead of the intro and outro song, we're like, oh.
Oh my gosh. All right, what's your walk-up song of the week?
Oh, none other than the hardest of Christmas songs, Mistletoe by Justin Bieber.
Good one. Don't know if I'd argued it as the hardest. Rum-pum-pum-pum-pum-pum-pum with Busta Rhymes and Justin Bieber. Are you kidding? Drummer Boy? That's the hardest.
Oh, that does go hard.
But Mistletoe slaps.
The one I sent Chloe in the group chat over Thanksgiving, it's DMX, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah.
That's the hardest.
Yeah, that one
You can
slaps.
only find it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Only.
Just search
No
Christmas
streaming.
trap music. You'll be in the right alley, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine is Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays by Nsync.
Yeah.
Banger.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
I will say, I have been strictly playing Christmas pop music at the bridal store. So, like,
It goes.
the pop girlies have been and will always will be in their fucking bag, in Santa's bag.
Have we talked about that's beautiful. Have we talked about Sabrina Carpenter's
Nonsense Christmas.
version?
One of my brides told me about that, actually. Slaps.
Fire.
And did you know that that song was like, and we dancing like Applebee's on a date night?
yes.
There's a Christmas version of that. It's kind of funny.
Of course.
All right, well, tough crowd. And that's
Yeah, I hated it too, actually.
that's the end of the Christmas episode.
All right. Well, that was our end of the year / Christmas episode. It was a silly one.
It
We hope you
was.
girls enjoyed it. We hope you have the best rest of the year. We hope you have a great holiday weekend. And we love you and we're thankful for you.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate you tuning in to this week's episode of Name 3 Players. We release new episodes every Friday and cover the hard-hitting stories. There will not be one next Friday, so we lied there. We will see you after the new year. You can listen to our episodes on Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, and YouTube. We know you have some time off work. Take some time. Go look through those archives. They're all there. You can stay up to date on all things happening around sports and in between episodes. And for more information on NTP events, sponsorships, you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Name3Players, all spelled out. We'll still be posting on our Instagram throughout the holidays. We're going to post some fun little memes, some content, the things that we do for the girls. So stay tuned. And finally, you can listen to all of our walk-up songs of the week, special curated playlist for the girls by following us on Spotify as well at Name3Players. And like we said, we hope you have the best rest of the year and a weekend for the girls.
Merry Christmas! Yeah.
Happy holidays.
Vick can sing, I cannot. Bye!
Bye.
See you next year.